What's going on, guys? I do have a few things I want to discuss with you throughout this entire video. So you'll see a lot of clips, but I will probably be discussing different things as the video goes on. So first of all, I just want to tell you that you're going to be seeing about 2.5 training sessions. I say 2.5 because this is my quad focused leg day that I did on Friday, which was the 29th. It's currently Sunday. And the workout after this that you're going to be seeing is my arm day, just arms, biceps, and triceps. And I came back a little bit later yesterday on my arm day, and I hit some extra biceps just because I had time, and it's a weaker point of mine, as I said before. But those are the workouts you're going to be seeing. I was able to get 335 on the squats for 5 reps. It did take a lot out of me because it was a pretty heavy PR. So when I dropped back down to 315, I wasn't getting 8 to 10. I got 3 sets of 6, but I'm still happy with that because the weight is moving up. So that's a positive right there. Honestly, the PRs are consistent. The PRs have been great. What's not necessarily been great, though, is just my mind state in breaking into some type of controlled or consistent diet. Now, about 2 weeks ago, I started getting back into the rhythm of, I would say, being at least aware of my meals and calories and tracking to a point where I knew what I was taking in and I thought I had a specific goal. So the first week, it was about a week ago, I did my normal six meals a day, about 3,600 calories, high protein, pretty decent carb, moderate fat, and that went well. That was fine. I had my normal refeeds on Sundays. Then the next week after that, which was just this past week, I decided to go ahead and switch to basically just macronutrient based dieting like I used to do. So, it doesn't really matter. I like to eat around my workout, but I would try to get at least 3 to 5 meals a day and just aim for 300 carbs, 300 protein, and around 60 fat. So about 3,000 calories. Now, I said I try that because I was only consistent on it for like 4 days out of this past week, if that. As you know, I ate over on Wednesday, I ate over yesterday, and I haven't really felt like I've been able to click into a sustainable form of, getting into a real rhythm of dieting yet. And it could be various reasons. It could be, honestly, because I used to be, I'm not being arrogant or cocky, but I've dieted more disciplined and harder than really anybody I know. I've traveled and stayed on my diet. My last contest prep, I put myself in scenarios where I just, going off my diet was never an option. It was never something I even thought of. But it's been a year since I competed, and I haven't been in that rhythm for so long that it's almost like my brain forgot what it was like, if you know what I mean. I just completely forgot. Not completely, I still have it, obviously. Discipline's probably something you're born with, but I just haven't practiced it in so long. So it's a little weird getting back into it. So I'd say the first 2 weeks of kind of getting back into some sort of rhythm were a little bit rough, to say the least. But with that being said, I'm finally going to just say, for lack of a better word or phrase, fuck it. This is where we crack down. This is Sunday right now that I'm recording this on. This is my last really whatever day where I'll just, say screw it and not calculate my refeeds or not have a plan going into the week. Regardless of what you're doing, it's important that you have a plan and that you execute that plan, or else you'll never know what changes to make and you'll never know what works and what doesn't work. So starting off on 3,000 calories, honestly, that for me at this current body weight, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, that's not a lot of food. I was always used to eating less than that when cutting, but 3,000 at 206 pounds, training 6 to 7 days a week is like, I was starving because my body's used to so much more food. Now, granted, I have a lot of body fat to lose. Let's be completely honest. I have a lot of body fat to get rid of, but it's still important to start with something that's sustainable so that you don't deviate and derail from the plan. So what I will be doing now is, like I said, after today, it's game on. I'm just putting my plan down You know, I'm putting it in my notes in my phone, and I'm starting a YouTube series, and you guys are going to follow along with me because I do want to compete about 6-7 months down the road. I want to be able to compete. And I'm not going to be prepping necessarily, but I am cutting before I prep because I'm not going to go into a prep fat. So that's what I'm doing, and you're going to see the series. You're going to see basically what I'm doing to drop fat each week. I plan to do a posing update every single week, every single damn week, because that's what's going to keep me accountable. That's what I did the first time I prepped. A lot of you guys followed along with that. And when I was prepping the first time and I did those posing updates every single week, I remember doing the first one when I was like 25, 28 weeks out. Every week I made progress. I wasn't derailing from my diet. I started prep. I got leaner. I started prep lean. So, you know, that's what I want to do this time. That's what I'm going to do this time. So you're going to be seeing today's big day of eating probably tomorrow on Monday. And then you're going to be seeing probably the first of the series for 28 weeks out. And that's how we're going to get down to it, guys. That's how we're going to crush it. And I'm actually really psyched. And I'm doing this on YouTube not just because I enjoy putting out videos and I like, you know, getting feedback, but because it keeps me accountable when I share my plan, and it almost makes me more responsible, if that makes sense. It's not that it's hard to do it otherwise. It's just that it's enjoyable to share what I'm doing, because that way you guys can follow along. And, you know, I have to commit to this because I got you guys watching me every step of the way. So that's what we're doing, and I really deep down have the itch to compete. As you know, competitors say they get the itch. I really do. So I've been fluffy for a long time. A year for me is a long time for being fluffy. I've made a lot of gains. I've gotten bigger, but personally, it's time to get lean again, and we're going to do this slowly. We're going to start off at 3,500 calories, probably around 390 carb, probably 350 protein, and like 60 fat. And we're going to slowly, you know, keep the cardio where it is, probably just add in 200 calories of cardio a day, tick down as the weeks go on, losing weight, losing body fat, and just keeping it consistent for you guys. And that's how we're going to get into this and slowly chip away at this fat and reveal the physique that I built over this past year. So I'm fucking pumped. I can't wait to bring you guys along with this. So stay tuned for today's last big eating untracked video. And then after that, 28 weeks out, perhaps a posing update. Peace out for now, guys. Comment, like, subscribe. I will check you all soon. Deuces.